type of magic that seems to happen at this quarter mile. It is a type of magic that is different than any other race facility in the country. And you know what makes it different? This is a traditional old New England bull ring. And tonight, we've assembled the very best that the NASCAR Featherlight Modified Tour has to offer. But in order to make all of this work, you know what I need? I need all of you to join with me. So are you out there and are you with me? Okay. I'll show you why that traditionally this short tracks like Riverside built the foundation of auto racing, and that the open wheel division in NASCAR was the most competitive division of NASCAR. And tonight, join me in a big round of applause as we're about to introduce the men and ladies of the NASCAR Winston Modified Tour. Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see one of the biggest fields assembled here at Riverside Park Speedway for a NASCAR Featherlight Modified Tour event. In just a moment, we'll bring you the starting lineup. He'll be driving the Art Berry Rebuilders Automotive Machine out of Preston, Connecticut. Fun for Jerry Marquis. In position number 2, he'll be driving car number Copill, Texas, the Roberts Towing Company car. Would you welcome Dynamite Ed Kennedy? Position number 3, he'll drive the Sunoco Racing Fuels number 8 from Ellington, Connecticut. Would you welcome Stephen Park? In the 4 starting position, the Polar Independent Truck number 17 from Boylston, Spa. Would you welcome car number 17, Rapid Ricky Fuller? 5th starting spot from North Babylon, New York, the Universal Welding Company. Maestro Batisto Construction, number 77, Mike Iwanitsko. In the 6th starting spot from Chatham, Massachusetts, the Citgo Fuels number 1, the Coca-Cola car for the young and talented Doug Meservey. Next we go to the 7th starting position, driving car number 07 from Colchester, Connecticut, the Sharkowski Builders number 07, Bert Marvin. 8th starting position, he'll be driving the Burnham Boilers number 6 from Coventry, Rhode Island, Mighty Mike Stagg. In the 9th starting position, from Endicott, New York, the Pennzoil Racing Fuels Mystic Missile, car number 4 for Tim Conley. 10th starting position, the Hummel Hot Dog Machine from Southington, Connecticut, car number 11 for Eddie Flemke. In the 11th starting spot, former track champion, 3 wins to his credit from Massachusetts, the Diversity number 16 for Chris Kopak. From Agawam, Massachusetts, the Phil Laurel Law Offices number 28 for Richie Gallup. In the 13th starting position, the Shares Automotive number 47, the International Auto Body car from East Hartland, Connecticut, Teddy Reagan. 14th starting position, the Brookside Package Reliable Welding, number 54 from Ellington, Connecticut, Brad Hightower. In the 15th starting position, from Somers, Connecticut, the Wood Construction Prime Star number 10 for Dan Avery. 16th starting position, from Berlin, Connecticut, the Mario Fiore, Gulf Racing number 44 for Reggie Ruggiero. 17th starting position, the We Care Auto, C&P Construction number 09 from Munson, Massachusetts, the Gentle Giant, Brian Schofield. 18th starting position, from Howell, New Jersey, the Perth Amboy Spring number 99 from the Jet, Jamie DeMano. 19th starting position, the Averhill Motorsports Design number 5, Charlie Pastriak. 20th 20th starting position, the Adirondack Beverages PC Foods, number 25, from Williamson, New York, Jan Leedy. 21st starting position, from East Hartford, Connecticut, the TAS Country Homes, number 36, for Bruce D'Alessandro. 22nd starting position, the 7-Up sponsored car, number 57, from Windsor, Connecticut, Bobby G. 23rd starting position, from Northampton, Pennsylvania, the Beach Bluff Hoosier Sunoco, number 3, would you welcome the reigning champion, Tony Hirschman. From East Patchogue, Long Island, New York, the Richmond International Speedway, number 7, New York, for Tiger, Tom Baldwin. 25th starting position, from Franklin Square, New York, the Ferrante Racing Enterprises, number 31, for Tony Ferrante. 26th starting position, the Schwarzenberg Automotive Sales, number 72, from Toms River, New York, Jim Air. And starting 27th, with car number 04, from Bristol, Connecticut, the New England Municipal Equipment Service, number 04, the current point leader in the NASCAR Winston Racing Series here at Riverside, Mr. Dave Barabee. Ladies and gentlemen, give them a nice round of applause. These are the men of the NASCAR Featherlight Modified Tour.
Dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, the lovely Jennifer Burbank. And now it is with great pride and pleasure that I present, with my lovely girl Cheryl, where's she come over here to help me? Ladies and gentlemen, I've been traveling for events on the Modified Tour since the original tour began. And I can tell you the truth that there is one individual that has been a part of open wheel modified racing and touring since the division began. He by far can be seen every time there is a modified tour race on the starting grid. He will be seen behind the scenes shaking hands of each and every one of the drivers and wishing each and every one of them a safe and prosperous and good race. This is a gentleman that has done more to help a lot of special people in this sport than any of us have ever done to help. He is referred to by his name as the King. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pride and pleasure that I introduce to you the Grand Marshal for this year's Budweiser King of Beers 150, Mr. Sonny Richards. Sonny? And I'm going to ask my two beautiful girls, Cheryl, to put on, because they call you the King, Sonny, you have to have the official wardrobe. You know what the official wardrobe is? You have to have the crown that makes you the king. And you have to have the cape. And it don't hurt to have two good-looking girls with you either, by the way, King. Ladies and gentlemen, our Grand Marshal, Mr. Sonny Richards. Give him a nice round of applause. Sonny has been going to racing events since he was a youngster all across the United States. And there's the special kisses for him. They'll be turning up the house lights in just a moment. We're going to ask Bruce Adams to flash the lights on the crew members. And when they turn up the house lights, we're going to ask you to do something that we become famous for. You know, they told me a couple of weeks back, the Park Speedway's King of Beers 150 will give the magic command that sets it all off.
Thank you, Ben. Gentlemen, start your engines.
Here's 150. This is the ninth stop for the fellow
poles last year and 2 more this year, sitting in the number 2 spot in the 0. A gentleman very familiar with this track also, as is Marquis. Steve Park, a regular when not on the tour here at Riverside on Saturday nights, sitting in the number 8, looking for another victory. And Rick Fuller coming off 2 successive wins on the tour. Can he make it 3 in a row? Mike Ivanitsko, one of the outstanding competitors, in the number 77. A fine-looking young driver who also competed here regularly. Doug Meservey drives car number 1. So that gives you a sampling of some of the members of this outstanding field gathered for the Budweiser.
Because the tires you begin on are the tires you must end on. And that'll separate the men from the boys. And now here's Gary and Raleigh with the start of the King of Beers 150. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag is on as we are underway. And Jerry Marquis will lead them down into turn number 1. Got a good job. Already a problem in turn number 2. As we got cars around the X6 of Stefanik, the 47 of Riggin, the 07 of Marvin, and the 10A of Dan Avery. We are under caution.
Well, Stefanik got down into that first turn, and he just started to go sideways right in the middle of the field. Caution laps do count in this event.
So the Pontiac Trans Am now will look for cover as we get set to get back under green for this Budweiser King of Beers 150. Jerry Marquis, Stephen Park, Ed Kennedy, and car number 77 of Mike Iwanitsko. Here they come once again off turn number 4. Green flag is out, and Marquis once again in that number 1 spot. Stephen Park now will cut his bumper right to the rear bumper of Marquis as they head down the backstretch. Here they come off turn number 4, back down to the line. It's Marquis.
Rick Fuller working the inside groove now. Surfaces under Doug Meservey. Here he comes, bidding for that number 5 spot. But Meservey shuts the door. Lemke, meanwhile, moves up alongside Fuller in the 11 machine. At the line, they're side by side. Good battle for that position. It's nose to tail up front. Marquis, Park, and Iwanitsko setting the pace for this field. Sitting sideways is the 1 of Meservey, and spinning the 28 of Gallup.
Boy, I'll tell you, Raleigh, everybody did a great job of getting around that. Car 25 of Jan Lee almost got into the machine, as well as Tony Hirschman. So great driving. No?
Now he's starting to move.
$812.95. So Mike Iwanitsko trying to break into victory lane. Now another car. That is the 72 machine.
Tim Ayer pulling in.
The flow now runs down south, as well as Mike McLaughlin, who has 16 wins on the Feather Line Modified Tour. And Jimmy Spencer with 15, and then Mike Iwanitsko with 14 wins on the Feather Line Modified Tour.
Ready for the restart. Here they come. The surge of power.
Problem right in the backstretch. Well, the green flag waved. There was a problem in the backstretch there as cars got into one each other, but we are under green. As right now, Stephen Park is going to challenge for that number 1 spot. The 2 cars are side by side. Off turn number 4, but it's still Marquis. Car number 21. Then it's Park. Iwanitsko. The 0 of Ed Kennedy. And now Ricky Fuller, car number 17. Now
they come. And Tomato and also Schofield get crossed up, and that brings out the caution again.
Champion of this race. And our current point leader, car number 3 of Tony Hirschman, looks to get into the pit area. Also, car number 44, the golf racing team of Reggie Material, also looks to pit as well.
So, tough going here in the early stages of this one. As the cars stacked up once more, you can see Stefanik now out of the lineup, and he'll follow the Reg, apparently, down to pit road.
So Mike Stefanik in car number X6, the Burnham Boilers sponsor machine, and the 44 all look to head into the pit area. Who's currently second in the point is 5th on the field in the Polar Beverages sponsored car. Pace car now heads for cover once again as we are set for green flag racing action. Here they come. Off turn number 4, it's Marquis and Park, with Marquis once again getting the jump in car number 21. Park now will put his bumper once again to the rear bumper of Marquis as they head down the back stretch. Here comes Ed Kennedy now. He looks for room on the outside. Couldn't quite find it. He'll have to stick his racer back in line. But Rick Fuller just looking for an opening down below as he tries to stick his Polar Beverages car number 17 to the inside and he'll do so to pick up the 4th spot.
Ed Kennedy bobbling just a bit and opens the door for Brian Schofield, and Schofield moves up 2 positions into 5th place. So one of our Saturday night regulars running very well here in the early going. Here comes now Ed Flemke. He's under Ed Kennedy. The 11 car takes over 6th place.
Further on back, car number 36, Crystal Tendo tries to work to the outside of Tomato as they head down the back stretch. Right in front of Del Sandro, 25, Jan leading. Back up front is still Jerry Marquis in command of this one in car number 21. Currently second is the 8 of Park, and then closing in is car number 77 of Mike Uinisco.
Off the turn, Brian Schofield running ever closer to Rick Fuller, putting on a good race here. And it's Ed Flemke, followed by Ed Kennedy and Tim Connolly. Now Jan Leedy overtakes Brad Hightower and moves up another position. Right behind them, the battle between Jamie Tomato and Bruce D'Alessandro. D'Alessandro does a good job of salvaging that car. Great job of driving by Bruce as he got up into the marbles.
Well, it looked like the one car got into the back of the 36. We'll have to keep our eye on that.
Down the backstretch and across the line, and still Marquis leading the way after 40 laps.
We're closing in Raleigh. Car number 77 of Mike starts to close in on the 8 machine of Park as they work off with turn number 4. Further back in the pack, Ed Kennedy, car number 0. Currently 7th on the field. Another car on the moving, car number 11 for Ed Flemke Jr.
Here now, Dan Avery and Brad Hightower side by side in the pack, fighting for that 9th spot. Avery and Hightower, 2 old-time competitors. Here they come. And now it's Avery on the inside groove, slipping ahead. And he'll set sail for the 99 of Jamie Tomato.
Back up front, down to the line. It's the 21 of Marquis, the 8 of Parks, and the 77 of Uinisco. Currently 4th, car number 77 of Rick Fuller. Then it's Schofield, Ed Flemke Jr., Ed Kennedy, and Tim Connolly.
What an effort being turned in by our Saturday night regular, Brian Schofield.
Also having a great run and working to the inside in car number 10A of Dan Avery, and have Prime Star Chevrolet as he works to the inside of the 99 of Tomato to pick up a spot. Off turn number 4, Avery now will try to hunt down the 25 of Jan Leedy.
Off the turn, it's still Marquis and Park nose to tail. We're coming up to the 1/3 mark of this race as Marquis has set the pace from the beginning. They're now closing in on the slower cars in the rear of the field. The Reg having a tough time of it in the 44, trying to find his way back.
Avery now trying to look for room underneath the 25 of Leedy, as it looks like the 10 of Avery is going to be one of the fastest cars right now on the racetrack. Further on back, the 99 of Tomato runs with the 54
Bert Marvin, and he passes him. And the red starting to move now up through the field.
Well, our lead cars now come up on some slower traffic. The Marquis now. Car number 21 will try to make a move to the inside of slower traffic down the backstretch. And Park now trying to look for racing on the outside. Park now will stick it back to the inside and follow Marquis through as they work off turn number 4 and down the front stretch.
All right, they'll now set sail for Charlie Mastriak in the 5 car.
But while they're coming into slower traffic, the leaders, Raleigh, Mikey Wadisco now is trying to close in. And now he tries to work to the inside of slower traffic off turn number 2 down the backstretch.
Bobby G being passed, and he'll be left as Marquis goes sailing by on lap 55.
So it's Marquis in that number 1 spot. Currently second is Stephen Park. Then it's Mikey Wadisco and Ricky Fuller. Brian Schofield is doing a great job in car number 09. And Ed Flemke Jr. is all over the rear bumper of the 09 machine.
A good group of cars fighting for position midway through the pack. Meanwhile, our leader goes down the backstretch, closing in on the Reg. Will the Reg be lapped? Here he comes, working on Dave Farabee now.
Well, Stephen Park now is all over the rear bumper of Marquis. Let's see if Park will try to make a move this time off turn number 4. No, he keeps the car in line. But closing in is our third place car of Mikey Wadisco in car number 77. Currently fourth is the Polar Beverages machine for Ricky Fuller. And now Fuller tries to work his way to the inside of slower traffic off turn number 4.
Reggie Ruggiero overtaking Dave Farabee, and Chris Kopak gets past Jamie Tonino to move up a notch there. Contact.
Oh, problem.
Around goes Hightower, Gallup, and Ferretti involved in that one. They both pull away, but the caution had blown.
So our leader with 62 laps showing on the Winston Racing Series scoreboard, car number 21 of Jerry Marquis, currently set
all the way. Remember, we have a halfway lap leader. Also $10 for each lap led in this one.
Well, here they come, Raleigh, once again. Off turn number 4, green flag is out. We're back underway. It's Marquis once again flashed his car into that number 1 spot. Here comes the 8 of Stephen Park trying to track him down. Good battle shaping up in that 3rd spot between the 77 of Wadisco and the 17 of Fuller. Fuller currently 4th on a field. Off turn number 2, it's Marquis leading them down the backstretch once again. Further on back, a lot of slicing and dicing going on. Is Dan Avery trying to make his way up to the front, but right in front of him is the 11 of Ed Flemke Jr.
Ryan Schofield got trapped behind slower cars, and taking over that number 5 spot is Ed Flemke in the 11, followed by Dan Avery in the 10, and Jan Leedy in the 25.
Now Avery will try to make a move to the inside. Slower traffic is there. Couldn't quite make the move. He had to tuck it back in line. Back up front, it's Marquis. Back to the line with Stephen Park second. Mike Wadisco third and Ricky Fuller.
All right, we're ready. Single file restarts. Field starts to stack up.
Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag high in the air as we're back on the green. Marquis once again in car number 21. Leads them down the backstretch. Let's see now. The 8 of Stephen Park now tries to make a move to the inside. Off turn number 4, but Marquis shuts the door.
Good bit of driving by our leader. Park was right there, but he was able to shut him off.
The car that's on the move is car number 10 of Dan Avery. And now he looks to work to the inside of the 28 of Gallup.
28 is a lap car, and Avery gets by him okay. And back further. Bruce D'Alessandro also working a lap car, and Bruce now moves up in pursuit of Jan Leedy. Ed Kennedy, Tim Conley now trying to get by Marvin also.
Back up front, it's still Jerry Marquis, car number 21. Stephen Park is second with Mikey Wadisco third. Then it's the 17 of Ricky Fuller. And tracking him down, car number 11 of Ed Flemke Jr. and the 10 of Dan Avery.
Park looking to the outside of Marquis, now looking inside. These two are putting on 84 laps now complete. Nose to tail, lap after lap after lap. Mikey Winitsko trying to make it a threesome. Park looks inside again. Marquis continuing to do the job.
A lot of slicing and dicing going on there for sure, Raleigh. But right now, Jerry Marquis commanded this one. Park down once again with his front bumper to his rear bumper. And closing in, it's car number 77 of Mike Winitsko as they work off turn number 4. Problem, off turn number 2 is the 07 machine of Burt Marvin goes around.
What a jump.
There's another car, Raleigh, up against the Armco barrier there.
Can't see as yet.
As that is the 99 of Jamie the Jet Tomeno.
All right, there we sit right now. While our cleanup crew gets the job done.
Pro 4 modifieds, Legends, trucks, Winston Cup cars, Busch cars, and model models will run 30 laps, and the strictly stocks will run 20 laps, and that will be a double point show off at the Lee, New Hampshire Speedway. And if he should win here, this will be his third win in a row on the season. And Rick is currently second in the point standings, 142 points on to the number 1 spot. Here we go. Green flag is back out. We're back underway as they blast out into turn number 1 with Jerry Marquis, your leader, right in tow. It's car number 8 of Stephen Park. Now Park is going to try to make a move to the inside. Let's see if he can make that move stick. Here they come off turn number 4. It's going to be Marquis, but starting to close in. It's car number 77 of Mike Winitsko. Once again, Park trying to make a move to the inside, but he'll bring that car back to line. Here they come off turn number 4. It's Marquis, Park, Winitsko, Fuller, but another car on the move as he tries to pick up a position. It's car number 10A of Dan Avery as he tries to work to the inside of Lumpke. Here they come off turn number 4. This is side by side, but it's going to be Lumpke to win the battle off from turn 4.
Park again with the challenge. And onto the turn. Marquis starts to drift up a little bit. He's apparently developing a push. We'll keep an eye on the 21 now. Here comes Park looking low again. Lemke, meanwhile, continuing to be pressured by Dan Avery. Here comes Avery to try the low groove again. They're even at the line. Into the turn, and can Avery take over 4th from Lemke? Down the back stretch they go. Avery will give it another try. And sideways, Lemke comes surging back.
And watching that battle going on, Raleigh, it's the 25, the Adirondack Beverage sponsored car of Chan Lady. Now here's Avery once again to the inside and trying to pick up that spot from Lemke as the two cars are side by side.
Now Avery comes out side by side with Lemke. Here they come off the turn, and Avery now takes over 5th place.
Back up front, it's still Jerry Marquis leading the way in car number 21. But Stephen Park is right there on his rear bumper. And Mike Winitsko currently in that 3rd spot with Rick Fuller 4th. They down the backstretch. Marquis moves down once again. It's Park just waiting for an opportunity for Marquis to slip. He'll try to slip that Sunoco Race Fuels into the number 1 spot.
Back in the pack, Jan Leedy closing in on Lemke now. And the battle shaping up between D'Alessandro and Kennedy. Off the turn, Leedy looks to the inside of Lemke. Decides the better of it, backs out. Here comes D'Alessandro now alongside Kennedy. Right position there. Kennedy, Leedy rather, gets crossed up as Kennedy moves to the inside of Leedy. Down the backstretch, and Kennedy overtakes Jan Levy. Back up front. Still nose to tail racing. Here comes Park again. No, sir, again, Marquis. Equal to that challenge. Now Jerry gets a little sideways. Opens the door for Park. Can he move in? Slower cars up ahead. They have a bearing.
Problem on car number 1 of Missouri. Something that looks like broke on got a problem off of turn number 4. As the 25 of Lady and the 36 of D'Alessandro came together, the caution comes out once again. Absolutely flying in that Prime Star Chevrolet as he currently runs 5th on the field.
Yes, remember the 5 car of Charlie Pastriak has been left. Good battle going on for several laps between Ed Kennedy, Tim Connolly, Ryan Schofield, and Jay.
Pontiac Trans Am heads into his designated spot as we are set for green. Billy Ryder looks them over. Here they come off turn number 4. Green flag is back out as Marquis will blast them down into turn number 1. Right in tow, it's the 8 of Stephen Park. But starting to close in just a little bit. It's the 77 of Marquis when it's go. Here comes Dan Avery, car number 10A. He's currently 5th, but he's got his eyes set on that 4th spot as they work it off turn number 2 down the backstretch. Back down to the line, it's Jerry Marquis into the 21 machine with Stephen Park 2nd.
Tim Connolly in the 4, and then Kennedy in the 0, fight for position. Connolly edges ahead out of turn 2. Here they come off the turn, they make contact. Both doing a good job of driving though. Oldham and Line.
Here they come back down to the line as they work off turn number 4. It's Marquis, Park, Umanitsko, Fuller, and Avery. Now Avery tries to make a move to the inside of the Fuller machine. Can't quite make it. He'll have to fall back in line. Let's see if Avery can try that move once again. The car gets a little bit sideways. Still can't do it. But right now, Stephen Park is all over the rear bumper of car number 21. Now Park will try to make a move down low. Can't make it. He'll fall back in line.
Meanwhile, Tim Connolly has passed both Ed Kennedy and Ed Lemke, and he now runs in 6th place. So keep an eye on the 4 machine moving rapidly through the pack.
Off turn number 2, it's Marquis, Park, Umanitsko, Fuller, and Avery. But it's Ed Lemke Jr., car number 11. Back down to the line. Marquis and every builder's automotive supply sponsored car. He's being tracked down by the 18. The Sunoco Race Vehicles car of Stephen Park. His Park right now is glued to the rear bumper of Marquis.
What a battle between these 3 cars. Once again, Park looking to the inside. But no room there.
Well, they're going to be approaching slow in traffic probably before this one is all said and done. And they work one off turn number 4 is Park now, trying to make a move to the inside. We're going to see where he's going to try to make that move once again as they head down the backstretch. Marquis 3 earlier, Park is 2nd, Umanitsko is 3rd. And now they're going to start to approach the slower traffic once they come off the turn number 4.
Here they come into turn 3 and the slower traffic. Will this have a bearing on the race as it did last year? Once again, Tim Connolly closing in a bit on Dan Avery, but laps clicking by very rapidly now.
And there's Charlie Pastriak once again. Slower traffic as Jerry Marquis now has to go to the inside as well as the 8 of Stephen Park and the 77 of Mike Umanitsko. They'll negotiate that with no problem there as they head down the backstretch. Here they come off turn number 4. Jerry Marquis in command. He's led every lap right from the start. Back down to the line. Marquis, Park, Umanitsko, Fuller, and Avery, the top 5 cars. inside.
No, sir, couldn't find the room there. Here they go one more time. And coming up on slower cars once again. 3 laps remain. And Marquis leads from green to checker. Into the turn they go. They'll get the 2-lap marker. 2 to go. That's the slower cars, and this is tough on Park now. Here they come, heading for the line. There's the white flag. 1 to go for Jerry Marquis. Now the backstretch, and here he comes, heading for the line. There's your winner, Jerry Marquis. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Art Barry and crew just finishing the repairs in time before the start of that one. Just in the nick of time. And what happens? Marquis leads from green to checker in the Budweiser King of Beers 150, holding off the many challenges of Steve Park, with Mike Iwanitzko sitting right there in the wings, waiting for an opportunity, which never came. But for Marquis, his second modified tour win here at Riverside Park Speedway. There he goes with the victory lap. Well, certainly a good account being given by the regular competitors here on Saturday night. As Park takes second. Dan Avery in for 6th place. Brian Schofield also very much up in the pack. But down in victory lane, Gary Danko eager to talk to our winner to see what he has to say about this turn of events. Just completing repairs in time and then going on to the victory.
In just a moment, he'll be exiting the car as the helmet has just come off. Finishing second was Stephen Park, and third was Mike Iwanitzko. We'll have a talk with them too, but we're waiting for our winner to exit the Art Berry prepared car number 21. And we want to talk with the car owner while we're waiting for Jerry to get out. Mark, congratulations. Job well done.
Yeah, Jerry did an excellent job. I thought sure he was going to lose. He had a little disappointment there when he hit the wall, but I told him he could do it.
And he did it, and we're going to talk to him about his win as he did it from the pole position. He's out of the automobile. Jerry Marquis takes down the win. As the Budweiser jacket goes on, as we're down here in Budweiser Victory Lane. Well, Jerry, the day did not start off that well. The day didn't start off that well. You had the pole position briefly. The car got up into the wall. I didn't come over to talk to you. You weren't happy. You said you had such a good race car, and but you put the car into victory lane.
Yeah, I got to thank Art Berry and Ray and Norman and Jim and John and David and Rich and all them guys there, man. I tell you, they gave it 100% effort in the pit area. They put all the car whole back together and stuff, and we had a little bit of push from the middle of the race all the way on out, but they had the horsepower there. I'll tell you, that horsepower is great. Great motor in this car, and Art did a fine job getting the car back together, and I wish we would have been able to complete that second lap and hold that pole, because the car really felt real good there.
I remember you saying on one of the interviews that I saw one time, you got 2 Busch Grand National. Whoa, and the champagne is flying all over down here. As car owner Art Berry squirting the champagne all over. And here comes another bottle. And Jerry, Jerry, I remember you saying in an interview when you got 2 Busch Grand National wins this year, you said, my next goal is to get a win for Art Berry. He deserves it, and you did it here tonight.
Yeah, you know, this is my home track, and you know, it's really good to run here and be with these guys and come back and see all my fans. And I'd like to thank all the people that come out to see us tonight. They're the greatest. They say NASCAR fans are #1, and these guys are #1. I'll tell you right now, you can't ask for no more. I got to thank my wife and my newborn baby. She's 3 months old. I think she's been bringing me a lot of luck this year here, and it's been working out real well. She's at the races here again tonight. She's an awesome little kid, and my wife is just great, and I love her very much. Without them two there, and my other kids, Sean and Kristen, and my stepdaughter, Ashley, they're great, you know, and they put up with all our stuff all week long and going to the racetracks, and they have a good old time with us too, and you know, I can't thank them enough, rather.
And hey, Art, let's get another word with Art. Art,
You know, we got all the faith in the world in Jerry, and he's just doing a great job.
how about another round of applause for our winner, Jerry Marquis, driver of car number 21. Now we're going to move over and talk with our second place driver of car number 8, the Sunoco Race Fuels machine of Stephen Park.
Jerry and all those guys, they ran a great race tonight. But what about these Goodyear tires? We were just looking at them. It's a new generation Goodyear tire. They just look awesome. And, you know, top 3 cars on Goodyear's. You know, we're just happy that Sunoco Race Fuels, Chevrolet, Vulcan Industries, and all my guys did a great job.
Was there any point in the race that you thought that you could get by, Jerry?
Well, you know, we were a little bit faster than him in the middle of the corner, but he was real strong off the corner, so we were kind of hoping he'd slow down a little bit, and he didn't, and we just had to settle for second tonight. But, you know, I just got to say, you know, I got to thank Tony's Engines and Sheba Race and all the guys, Sunoco and Goodyear Tire. They did a great job tonight.
And let's tell everybody, you told me earlier today how busy your schedule's been. Tell everybody what you've been doing.
It started about 2 weeks ago. We got the opportunity to test Walker Evans' super truck out in Raceway Park, and we ran well enough to garnish a spot in the August 1st super truck race out at IRP. And then we got back Wednesday night and had to be in New Hampshire Thursday morning at 6 o'clock, and just went from there. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, New Hampshire, home Monday, and now I go to Lime Rock for 4 days this week to go to road racing school, and then race Friday at Stafford, and then Saturday and Sunday we go to Watkins Glen to test the Busch car.
Okay, Stephen Park brings home the Sunoco Race Fuels home in the number 2 spot. Now we're going to talk to the man who came in 3rd, and 1 year ago, he came in 3rd in this race. Mike Iwanitsko, great run for you tonight. Congratulations to bring the Universal Welding car home into the number 3 spot.
Yeah, it's been a tough year for us so far, and you know, we finally got a top 3 here, and cars in one piece, and just didn't have enough to hang with Steve and Jerry tonight. I was a little tight right from the start of the race. We were losing a lot of ground from the middle of the corner off the corner, and I was hoping they would come back to me a little bit, but they never did. You know, the times at the end of the race were about as quick as we were at the beginning of the race. And says a lot for Goodyear tonight.
And there was a lot of fluid that was been put on the racetrack. They kept putting the Speedy Dry on the track. Did that make the track slippery at any point?
It makes it slippery for a couple laps after each restart, but once you get back to racing and all the Speedy Dry gets blown off, it's about the same as it was before.
Okay, that's Mike Iwanitsko, who came home 3rd. How about a big round of applause for all of our drivers tonight? Jerry Marquis takes down the win. 2nd was Stephen Park, and 3rd was Mike Iwanitsko. Let's send it back upstairs.
All right, there you have it from Victory Lane with Gary Danko, and that concludes this evening's presentation of the Budweiser King of Beers 150.